Ashley, did I hypnotize someone? I'm about to hypnotize the whole room. I'm gonna let you in on the secret. You ready? What's going on, C Money? Every time I go live, I hypnotize everybody in the room. Anybody who's sitting here for longer than 30 seconds gonna get hypnotized. Because hypnosis ain't what you think it is. It ain't the pocket watch. It's not that you are getting sleepy. Hypnosis happened right before your eyes. Appreciate yourself, love queen. What if I told you you probably hypnotized 5 or 6 people today? What's up, Lady G? Appreciate y'all. So people who was in here about 30 minutes ago before we took the break, it feel different in here, don't it? The vibe is different. The energy is different. It's already up to over 1,000 likes. It's already 13 people in here. Feel different, don't it? What's going on, Kim? That's the power of setting intention. It's crazy. I was sitting there and I'm like, something off. What's going on? Something off. If it didn't feel, it felt forced. It didn't feel like something I was getting to do. It felt like something that I had to do. And it hit me. I was like, oh shit, I just jumped on here cold turkey. What's going on, Kim? I didn't set no intentions. And rather than fight my way through it and try to fumble through it, what do? I say, hey, y'all, give me 30 minutes. I need to sit down and create. Then I sat down, closed my eyes, and I created the environment. I created the feeling. I got descriptive about what I wanted the room to be like. So I want to feel like I'm flowing. I want to feel like I can't miss. I want to feel like I'm downloading rather than thinking. I don't want to think. I've been thinking all day. I want to get on live and download. I want the words just to jump in my head, out of my mouth. I want to be just as surprised as everybody else in the room with that shit fly in my mouth, but I still want it to be good though. Oh, you didn't miss much because it was the room that just let me know that I wasn't where I needed to be to give y'all the level of content that I wanted to deliver. But the point I'm making though, don't miss this. I didn't force my way through it. I took 30 minutes to go reset and I came back to it. It's a superpower in alignment. What if I told you that one person in alignment will outwork 1,000 people that's not in alignment? What's up, Christina? One person in alignment can outwork 1,000,000 people that's out of alignment. Your 10% when you in alignment is better than your 100% when you out of alignment. This resonate with your business. I'm glad that this resonate with everybody's business. Even if they don't know it, this resonates. Self-love queen, you was in here. This is a different room, is it not? It's already up to 2,000 likes. It's going to take off like a rocket because I took time to do the vibrational work. We got to remember that things are built from the inside out, not the outside in. People who've been here for a while know that this sweatshirt I got on it was an idea a few weeks ago. Appreciate you. Appreciate all them likes. This was an idea a few weeks ago. Like one day, it was this, right? Yeah. One day it was this. Then I sat with the thought a little bit longer, and it became this. But now it's this. How many times in your life have you had one of these that was dope, but you dismissed it before it could become one of these? Then you dismissed that before it could become one of these. It started out as an idea. Now it's something I can taste, touch, feel, hear, and see. It's something I can touch. It's something I can interact with, and it's other colors. It's real now. But the thing is, it was real when it was this. You got to learn how to get excited about this. What's this, y'all? What's this? Tonight gonna be powerful. I can feel it already. It's an oak tree. It's an oak tree. This is not an acorn. It's a seed, but it's not a seed. Because as a creator, you got to see acorn. You got to see oak trees where other people see acorns. You got to see solutions where other people see problems. Because you're a creator. What do creators do? Oh, man. See what happened with taking that 30-minute break? Now I could have forced my way through it. Creators create. I could have pushed my way through it. I'm a professional. I've been doing this for a long time. I could have stayed live, figured it out, shot from the hip. And a lot of people would have never knew the difference, but I know the difference. Every seed has to break in order to grow. You better say that shit. Hey, somebody, hey, pin that at the top for me. Creators create. Creators create, man. Creators create. What's going on, Willie P? But yeah, appreciate you for getting that pen to the top for me. Creators create. And we finna have a night of blissful creation in here, man. We finna have a night of remembering who the hell you are. I'm not finna teach you nothing, but I'm gonna remind you of some stuff that you might have forgot along the way. Yo, but the whole premise for this room, for everything we doing, the whole thing behind creators create, the whole thing behind abundant living, the whole thing between Dreamwell hypnosis, the whole thing behind every business, everything that I push out is that I want you guys to see oak trees where other people see seed. I want you to see full blown manifestation where other people just see a idea that could never happen in this economy. I want you to see newborn baby where other people see cum stain. I'm gonna get this to you in as many areas as I can. I want you to see brand new house where other people see the desire for a house. Like if you see an eviction notice, I want you to look at that eviction notice as a seed for your dream house. Okay? Because it all starts in the imagination. You create your reality. And I'm not going to be one of those people that just tell you that and not tell you how you do it. We're going to get into it. We're going to look at it from a scientific point of view. We're going to look at it from neuroscience. We're going to look at it from my point of view as a hypnotist. We're going to look at it from religion. We're going to look at it from philosophy. We're going to look at it from all different angles. I'm going to convince you that you create your... I'm either going to convince you that you create your reality or piss you off so bad that you can't stand to be in here and you're going to leave. But if you hang around here, I'm hypnotizing you to believe that you create your reality. The only thing you have to change is you. Prayer don't change the world. It change how you respond to the world. It don't make the situation lighter. It make you stronger. But when you stronger, the situation feel lighter. It don't make your partner less complicated. It make you more patient. It make you more understanding. But when you more understanding and you more patient, your partner seem different. You think it changed them whole time. It changed you. And the dope thing about it change, like this is what you gotta realize about uncomfortableness. This is what you gotta realize about situations that cause you to grow. Even after the situation over, you get to keep the growth. Even once you done with the hard season, you get to keep all the knowledge you gained from the hard season. I know the relationship was hard. I know you felt worthless on the other side of it. I know it took a lot out of you. But you get to roll everything you learned into the next relationship. When you see your son or your daughter going through something similar, you can say, hey, I've been here before. Let me tell you what I learned when I went through something like that. What's going on, Willie P? Welcome to the room, man. But I don't want this to go unnoticed. I got here the first time, my energy was off. It felt forced. I was having fun, but it didn't feel like this. Then I was like, oh crap, I didn't set intentions before I went live. I just went live. How many times are you doing stuff throughout the day without getting clear on what you want before you do it? The thing that I want us to take into 2024 is the power of intention. The power of intention. Stop seeing how your day go and decide how you want your day to go. Because creators create. Creators create. But I don't want you creating no accident. I want you creating no purpose. You ever created some shit and go, I did not want that. Why did I create this? Why did I talk to you? Why did I let this to get to this level? I created this, but I definitely didn't create this on purpose. I want us to start creating on purpose. So this got crystal clear to me. Because in 2013, boy, I was doing some ruthless creation. I was out here I was wild. And I had 2 kids in 2013. My son was born in May. My daughter was born in October. And one day I'm sitting here holding my beautiful babies, this pretty brown skin, these big brown eyes, these big beautiful locks of hair. Like these definitely they daddy kids. They absolutely amazing. I mean, they mom's beautiful too, but these they daddy kids. These some beautiful babies. And I'm staring at these babies, and I have a like, wait a minute. I created these beautiful babies on accident. I wasn't trying to create no baby. Y'all know what I was doing. I was trying to create a good time. But I created these beautiful babies on accident. I was like, wait a minute. If I create these two beautiful balls of joy on accident, what could I create on purpose? If I start being intentional, if I start creating on purpose, what could I create? If this what the accidents look like, come on, man. And now we got big abundant. Now we got abundant living. Now we got dream well hypnosis. Now we got this brand new baby called Creators Create. But when you realize that you are a creator and that you're here to create, you start creating on accident. I wasn't sitting down with a notebook and thinking hard when I came up with Creators Create. In fact, I was on TikTok hanging out with some of y'all when I came out with Creators Create. I said it once. I said, that sounds good. I said it again. I was like, hell no, we got to do something with that. How many times have you had an idea where you like, that's good, I got to do something with that, but you never got around to doing something with that? We're not doing that in 2024. We're giving birth to our ideas. And I'm going to tell you something that a lot of people don't understand. Even the ideas that you ain't got the energy to carry out, or you like it's cool, but I ain't passionate enough to carry out. What if I told you you could sell your ideas to other people? Sometimes I come up with ideas for workshops and different premises, and I ain't got the time to sit down and build it. But I hit up another hypnotist, like, hey, I got this crazy idea that's perfect to you. If you do it right, you can add another 50K to your bottom line. I give it to you for 5 racks. And with this thing called Chat GPT, I'll even get the outline for you and get it going for you. Like, bro, but we're in the time where it's the best of times and the worst of times. You can get distracted by all the BS going on, or you can take advantage of all this amazing technology going on. It ain't no excuse. It ain't no excuse for you not to have everything you desire in this day and age. It ain't no excuse for you not to look the way you want to look, feel the way you want to feel, think the way you want to think. I don't know what to eat. Ask Chat GPT. I don't know how to do act. Like, come on, bro. It's too much stuff. You can get on TikTok and look up anything. Like, you used to have to Google stuff and read. You don't even got to Google no more. You can get on TikTok and there's somebody telling you how to do it in 20 seconds. Like, leave all the excuses. Look, I'm going to be real with you. I don't give a damn what happened to you 20, 30, 40 years ago. Honestly, I don't give a damn what happened to you yesterday. And I know that sounds harsh, but the thing about anything that's not happening right now is it only exists in your imagination from this point. I know they ain't have to do you like that, but they did. And I also know that you got discernment and you, never mind. We got to build a little bit more rapport before I get that deep in it. But hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to the room. I'm coming back to that though. So if that made you uncomfortable, let it just go ahead and start easing in because I'm coming back to that point. But I'm gonna kick it with y'all a little bit first. We're gonna have some foreplay. We're gonna warm up before we before we get there. How y'all doing, man? I'm Jay. If this your first time here, welcome. I'm a clinically trained hypnotist. I help people quit smoking, lose weight, be confident, anything. Quit biting your nails. If you could think it, you could do it. That's my premise on life. I believe as humans we could be, do, and have anything we desire. Your only limit is your own imagination. Only you can create your dream life. Your life not live itself. It's up to you to make. Man, y'all say that. I appreciate the gifts, man. I appreciate the taps, y'all. I appreciate the interaction. So I want y'all to help me hypnotize TikTok. I'm a hypnotist. I hypnotize people, but I need y'all help to hypnotize TikTok. What's up, Cassandra? How you doing? So I need y'all to help me hypnotize TikTok by helping me hypnotize the algorithm. You still here for the hypnosis? I'm gonna hypnotize you. I'm going to hypnotize you, I promise. But I need y'all to help me hypnotize TikTok by tapping the screen sending comments, sending gifts, just giving activity in the room. If you ain't got nothing to say, just put your favorite emojis up there. If you ain't got nothing to say, just send a period. The more interaction going on in the chat, the more people tapping the screen, the more gifts flowing, the more just let the algorithm know that there's something going on in here. Now, I don't want you giving nothing that you ain't got to give. If you trying to figure out your baby's Christmas gifts and all that, don't be in here sending no gifts. But it don't cost you nothing to tap the screen. You feel me? Because the last thing I want you doing is sending what you ain't got. I'm not one of those creators that's going to ignore you and only talk to the people who sending gifts. I was blessed before I got on here. I woke up abundant. I'm going to go to bed abundant. I don't need nothing from you, but I appreciate everything that you're willing to give. And like I say, the taps mean just as much as the gifts. The comments mean just as much as the gifts. Because algorithmically speaking, if the chat get popping enough and the hearts flow enough, the gifters, the people with most stuff that they know what to do with, they gonna show up and throw it. Yeah, don't forget about don't forget about these kids stuff. Yeah, so keep that in mind, cause I'm a professional hypnotist. I'm really good at talking, so it's really good to get in here feeling good, and you done pulled out your credit card. Don't pull out your credit card. Use your debit card here. Use money you done already made. Don't go in. I don't want you to go into debt in this room. But have fun. And know if you want to sow a seed, this is good soil to sow a seed in. And people leave that part out of sowing. Like, yeah, giving is giving, pressed down, shaking together, runneth over in good measure into your bosom. But you got to give into fruitful soil. If you plant your seeds in sand, don't expect a return, because the sand ain't got the nutrients to. A sand can't turn this into an oak tree. But I want you to know that this is good, fertile soil over here. So if you was gonna sow a seed, I couldn't think of a better place to sow it. But man, we finna have some fun tonight. We've been working out of psycho-cybernetics for the past few nights. We're about halfway through this book. This is one of my favorite books. I'm gonna show you just how much I love this book. I done broke the book, and I don't want to fix it because it's my girl. Like, I can have that book bound for you. Know, I leave this book alone because you're gonna alter the vibration of it when you start adding stuff to it. I want it to look like this. I gotta bring my original copy of Think and Grow Rich in here. I want to show it to y'all. But self-love. Have I worked in sales? Everybody works in sales. Everybody works in sales. And they do themselves a disservice when, like, I want my kids in bed by 9. That's a sales job, so I ever heard of one. Oh yeah, it's gonna alter the vibration of the book if I start glowing it and stuff. But we talk about sales. We talk about marketing. We talk about all of that in here. We talk about all of that in here. If you an entrepreneur and you're not using hypnosis in your business, you're leaving a whole lot of money on the table. And you shouldn't be. We need good people to have money in their hands. There's enough people with bad intentions with money. We want good people to have money. I'm tired of good people thinking they got to be poor to get in there. Like, nah, scratch all that. You're supposed to have money. For sure, man. Creators create. Creators create. I really want that locked into your head. Creators create. And just quick pop. I love pop quizzes. What's this? What's this? Hey, you welcome, C. Come on. What's this? I had a real, like, moment today. It's an oak tree. So I was driving to my office today and I passed by this field. And I just got this little, boom, I bet it's some, I collect acorns. Don't tell nobody, but I collect acorns. I drove by this field and I say, man, I bet it's some dope acorns over there. Because I saw the oak tree. I bet it's some dope acorns over there. So I park my car, I'm get out, I'm looking for acorns. And I'm looking for a big one like this. But all I see is little ones like this. And after a minute of looking, I say, man, I'm going to just settle for one of these little ones. Then I had a aha moment. This is just as valuable as this. And as long as I don't miss this, it's going to be as big as this. Then I had to wonder how many ideas have I just let stay on the ground and not picked up because it wasn't this yet? You love to be hypnotized by me? Hank out. You already getting hypnotized by me. This is called conversational hypnosis. Why do I collect them? Because they remind me that this is an oak tree. I like seeing them because they remind me if this can become an oak tree, a little black boy from the projects with no daddy can grow up and do what I'm doing. Like I love acorns because every time I see one, that's what it reminds me of. If that's an oak tree, if it's a whole tree inside here, what's in here? What's in here? Most of my clients, I hypnotize them in the first session, like what you see on TV. Take a deep breath in, close your eyes, relax, deep sleep, like all of that stuff. But the following sessions tend to be us having conversations like this, tend to be me telling them stories, tend to be me giving them metaphors, tend to be me bouncing ideas off. Hey, what do you think about this? What would you do in this situation? And what we doing is using conversational hypnosis because the type of question, I ain't never just asking you a question. I know you're tired of me asking you what is this, but it's a very hypnotic reason why I'm asking you what is this. Because every time I ask you what is this and you say oak tree, something happens inside of you. And that saying something gonna be there when you look in the mirror and you see yourself. Cause when other people see little poor black girl that ain't nobody else in her business in her family ever did that thing. Ain't nobody else. It ain't no evidence that says she could do that. What's the evidence that this could become an oak tree? Like they ain't gotta see it. Let me tell you something else. You ain't never heard one of these become an oak tree. You just look up and it's an oak tree. It's just over there silently becoming an oak tree. It's just over there. It ain't worried. Like it don't care if you think it could be an oak tree. It don't care if people. You can't become an oak tree in this economy. It don't even take time to respond to naysayers. It just go become a fucking oak tree. That's what I want you to do. You couldn't figure out. Well, I'm glad you here. I hypnotize. I might do some hypnosis later. Right now, we in a flow state. And trust me, people being hypnotized. As hypnotists, we use this thing called the 5 laws of suggestibility. Law of repetition is one of those laws. Just repeating things over and over and over again. Another one of those laws is the law of association. Law of association states as two forms of stimulus take place at the same time, what'll eventually happen is you'll be able to create one without the other. Pavlov and the dogs. He would ring a bell every time he fed the dogs. But it got to the point where he could just ring the bells and the dog's mouth would start to water. That's the law of association. So that even this thing I'm doing with this acorn, I'm hypnotizing you. Ba da ba ba ba. What's that? Like hypnosis is not what people think it is. Hypnosis is not what people think it is. Hypnosis is 98% of a hypnosis session is what we call reframing and setting anchors. If you a person in here that smoke a pack of cigarettes a day, you smoke a pack of cigarettes a day because when you think cigarettes, you think relaxation. You think about relieving stress. You think about the fact that it gives you something to do when you're bored. But if we change your associations to cigarettes and cigarettes start reminding you of cancer, cigarettes start reminding you that you smell like a freight train and your wife don't even want you to touch her when you smell like this shit. Cigarettes start reminding you that you might not be here to walk your daughter down the aisle when she get married. Watch how quick you stop smoking. It's not the pocket watch, it's not the you're getting sleepy, it's the new associations that the hypnotist help you make to the cigarettes. You ever just like worship the ground somebody walk on, they could do nothing wrong in your life? They was just the most handsome or most beautiful or the sexiest person you know, but then they just did something. Now you can't even look at them the same. You can't even access that version of them no more. They make you, like you used to do anything this person, now it make your stomach turn when they walk in the room. The associations changed. I'm talking about everybody in here. I'm talking about me too. But that's hypnosis. This is what's happening in marketing. This is what's happening in marketing. This is what happened when you walk in Target. This is what happened when you walk in the Louis store. This is what happened when you walk in the Kate Spade. Like pick a store, pick any of the designer stores, Birkin bag. Like this is what happened. It's laid out in a way Appreciate your awakening. But my core values are have fun, be valuable. So quick check. Y'all having fun? Yeah, hold me accountable. Y'all having fun? Yeah, okay. Cool. It is this valuable. And if you guys don't got any core values, I challenge you to go into 2024 with some values. Your decision making becomes so much easier. What you say yes to and what you say no to becomes so much easier. I just got a rule. If I can't have fun and be valuable as I do it, I don't want to do it. Hey, can you speak in my such and such? That depends. Can I have fun? Are y'all gonna be getting offended if my view is a little different? If I accidentally curse, it's at the end of the world. Yeah, okay. No, I can't do it. If I can't have fun and be valuable, I don't want to do it. My core values used to be have fun, make money, over deliver. But I realized being valuable and making money go hand in hand. You can't be valuable and not make money. It, it's mathematically impossible. It breaks universal law. Giving and receiving are the same thing. Giving is one end of the stick, receiving is the other end of the stick. But giving and receiving are two ends of the same stick, And I know some people in here that you have no problem giving, but you feel very uncomfortable receiving. You got to come out of that. You got to come out of that. Giving and receiving, they the same thing. And if you don't receive, eventually you're going to run out of stuff to give. So you do the people that you're supposed to be giving to a disservice when you, oh no, I don't need, no thank you, no thank you. No thank you. People inbox me all the time. Hey, I just want to sow into your life. Bet, thank you, appreciate you. What you need, my cash out, my Venmo, my, what you need, man. How would you like to sow into my life? But that's what's supposed to happen. Giving and receiving go hand in hand. And the reason I got so much to give is because I received a lot. I've had really powerful mentors over the years teach me and sit with me and coach me. But I couldn't give it without first receiving it. Appreciate you, Mika. Be open to receiving. Look, man, Noel, I'm gonna put you on my content creation team. Let me write that down. Oh, and I got a dope YouTube channel, by the way. It's called Dreamwell Hypnosis. You can find it on my TikTok page. Yeah, realize you invest with more than money. The most valuable thing you invest is your attention. And this getting back to the intentions, this getting back to the core values. Your intention controls your attention. And if you ain't got no intentions, I get to set your intentions. Appreciate yourself, love queen. You'll pin that at the top for me. So don't ever leave your house without intentions. Because when you don't got intentions, oh man, you putty in my hands. A person like me to really understand the power of the subconscious mind, a person with no intentions, a person with no end goal, oh man, it's no limit to what you can get a person with no end goal to do. Like when I go out to do street hypnosis and I want to like glue people's feet to the ground and make them forget their name, 9 times out of 10, the people who interact with it is the people who left home with no intentions. And the people who left home with intentions, I can still do that, but I have to tie their intentions into it. Like somebody who, let's say somebody left the house to network. They hanging out at a place, but they went here to network. Oh, I won't let you pin it. Okay, it's cool. I think it's up there. It's up there. Let's say they left the house with the intention of networking. Then they bump into me and I got on a shirt that say, ask me to hypnotize you. And they go, bruh, you hypnotize people? I go, yeah, you want to get hypnotized? First they going to say no, because they left the house to network. They ain't leave the house to get hypnotized. But me being a hypnotist, I know that that just means it didn't align with your intentions. What you out here doing tonight, man? Man, I'm out here networking. Networking? You're an entrepreneur? Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur, man. I got I do this. I got a contracting business. Okay. Well, yo, what if I could hypnotize you and make you more confident? You ever be networking and you like don't quite know what to say, or you had that weird thing where you don't know where to put your hands and you want to ask this person something but you're scared? What if you never had to do that again? Now I done got in line with their intentions. So because I'm in line with their intentions, I got access to their attention. They gonna be like, that would be dope, man. I'm like, well, shit. I mean, if you can come to my office, I could do it for you. I'm gonna charge you $500. But if you want to get hypnotized right now, we can explore what that looks like right now for free. What you think that person finna say? They about to do it. But check this out. Because they had intentions. Not only did I get what I want, I came out to create YouTube content. I came out to hypnotize people and record content. But because they knew what they wanted before they left the house, they weren't willing to give me what I wanted until they got a piece of what they wanted. How many times have you got suckered into doing something you didn't want to do and you got nothing in return because they caught you off guard? You walked into a blind. They cornered you, asked you real quick, and you just agreed because you weren't prepared. That's why you can't be walking through life without intentions. You gotta have intentions in life. I know one day some of y'all was in here today. I called my grandma, but before I called my grandma, I took 10 seconds to set my intentions. I know if I get on the phone with my grandma without intentions, I'm gonna be on the phone for the rest of the day. So I set an intention to talk to my grandma for 5 minutes. And in that 5 minutes, I wanted my grandma to feel loved. I want her to feel appreciated. I want her to know that I love and adore and I appreciate every sacrifice she ever made for me. But I want to accomplish that in 5 minutes or less. I called my grandma, asked her what I need to ask to talk to her, checked on her, how you been, what you doing today, you cooking, yada, yada, yada. And at about the 5 minute mark, Granny go, babe, I'm going to let you go. I just wanted to hear your voice. I ain't have to get off the phone. I ain't have to be rude. Just having an intention. It was something in my voice. It was something in the energy on the call that said, hey, Grant, I love you dearly, and I only got 5 minutes. That's the power of setting intentions. The live, like I got on like 30 minutes before this live, and I got on and something was off. Something wasn't right. I didn't know what it was. I'm like, bro, it feels forced. It don't feel organic. I don't feel like me. Then I go, I didn't set no intentions. I got off for 30 minutes, set intentions, and came back and gave birth to this. Take time to get clear. What do you want? What's our first rule of creation, guys? You can't get what you want until, oh yeah, I'm working, y'all. You can't get what you want until when? And appreciate y'all for all 11,000 of those likes. I appreciate it. You got to know what you want to get what you want. You got to know what you want to get what you want. And so many people walking through life and they don't know what they want. They know what they don't want. But knowing what you don't want is not the same thing as knowing what you do want. Imagine going into a restaurant and going, I hate liver and onions. Ugh. I can't stand liver and onions. The smell, the look. I don't like liver and onions. Don't even get me started on mushrooms. Bro, if I'm your weight, I'm like, bro, if you don't, bro, what do you want? Because I can't not bring you liver and onions. Well, I can not bring you liver and onions, but wouldn't you much rather just tell me what you want? But think about how many people go through life talking about what they don't want. Okay, if you don't want it, take your attention from it. That's another way you can tell when people don't got no intentions. All your attention is taken up by what you don't want. If you so focused on what you don't want, when do you have time to create what you do want? So here we talk about the 5 C's of creation. And if you're interested in getting real deep in the 5 C's of creation, I got what we call the 5C program. It's a 5-month program, and I'm telling you it's not cheap. So, but it do exist. But the first C, what's the first C? I'm gonna see how well with my people. What's the first C? It aligns with the premise that you can't get what you wanted till you know what you want. But how do we define it? What's our first C? Because I don't want y'all to just know this stuff in the room. I want you to take this information out of the room, which I want you to take this information into life, which is easy to say it here because clarity. First C is clarity. Clarity. This stuff worth writing down. Clarity. So all of it falls under the premise of creators create. I don't know why, but the letter C really has been my letter for 2023, man. The letter C took on a whole new meaning in my life. Oh well, just stick around, man. Hang around. Join. Welcome to the family. We so glad to have you here. We love you, and ain't a damn thing you can do about it. So the first C is clarity. You gotta get clarity. That's what I do with the first session with any client. We gotta get clarity. What do you want? What do you want? After we know what we want, what we gotta do, y'all? What's our next step in creation on purpose? Because you creating anyway. You couldn't stop creating if you wanted to. But after we get the clarity, what's next? I wish they would teach this stuff in like junior highs and high schools across the country. Confidence is the third one. It's one before confidence. Clarity is one more. Come on, you got this. You got this. What's up, Ash? How you doing? Concentration, tyranny. There you go. So after you figure out what you want, after you get clear on it, you gotta concentrate on it. Competency is the fourth one. So you gotta get your clarity. I want a business. What type of business? Is it an online business? Is it an in-person business? Is it both of them? Do you want to do this full time? Is it your side gig? How much money you want to make doing this? Okay, I know you want the business, but do you want to be an exhausted entrepreneur, or you want to be you want to be the entrepreneur that put 10 hours into it a week? Like, let's get clear on what you want, because you ever manifested something, got exactly what you thought you wanted, then you got it. Like, oh, I don't want this. This is too much. I don't like people be like, I want to be booked and busy. I don't. I want to see 2 to 3 clients a day. I don't want to be seeing no 10 clients a day. I got other shit that I want to do. Like, as much as I love what I do, I don't want to be at my desk all day long. I don't want to be booked and busy. I want to have some bookings and charge enough where a few bookings go a long go a long way. I don't want to be booked and busy. So be careful when you hear other people saying stuff. You go, "Ooh, that sound good. I want that." Do you? Like, sit down, try it on. Realize your imagination is a dressing room. You can get in there and you can put it on. Like, I remember when I was setting my intentions for TikTok, I was like, I want to go live every night. And I said every night my solar plexus balled. I was like, okay, most nights. My solar plexus said, yeah, that's better. Some nights I'm just not feeling it. And that's the primary reason I'm an entrepreneur. I suck at doing things that I do not want to do. I'm not good at doing things I don't want to do. I was in the military, and that was my commander called me into the office one day. That's like, you don't want to be here, do you? I'm like, respectfully, fuck no. He say, sign this. A few months later, I was a civilian. I like doing things I don't want to do. Ain't ever been my strong suit. Like, But try this stuff on. Stop just going. I was working with this one client one time. He wanted to make $1 million. So we sat down with pencil and paper, and I had him add up how much his dream life cost. The car you want, the house you want, the school you want your kids to go to, the walk around pocket you want your wife to have in her money, like in her pocket. Like, how much do your dream life cost? This man was trying to make $1 million a year. Guess how much his dream life cost a year? $375,000. He heard a million on TV. So he thought he had to have 1 million to be what he considered to be rich. But when we put pencil to paper, found out this man was putting an extra $600,000 worth of stress on himself for no reason except that he heard it on TV. You love what you do, want to be able to enjoy your life? Hang around here, Christina. And if anybody want like consultations for 101, bigabundant.com. It's on you can go to my TikTok page and it takes you to my website. But yeah, he was putting damn near an additional $700,000 worth of stress on his life because somebody said $1 million on TV. Like, bro, you live in Louisiana. The minimum wage is $7.25. Like, $1 million would be nice, but do you really need it? Or do you just want it? And it's nothing wrong with wanting it, but what I don't want you doing is over here putting the extra $700,000 worth of stress on yourself when $325,000 is more than enough to do what you want to do. So get your clarity. Take time with it. And after you get the clarity of what you want, focus on it. Concentrate on it. And notice what type of feelings it create in your body. Because every manifestation you want it because at some level you believe it's going to make you feel better. What you really want is the feeling. You don't want the money. You want what you could do with the money. You want the feeling that having the money would give you. What you gonna do with a stack of green paper with dead white men on it? What, you don't want money. You want the feeling that the money would give you. You want the freedom that the money would give you. That's what I want. I want freedom. I want to wake up when I want to wake up. I want to go to bed when I want to go to bed. I want to create when I want to create. I don't want nobody telling me, hey, I want you to wake up every day at 6:30, be here by 8, and you can't leave. I don't want to do that. But I can't stop it. I don't want to do that. I got to transition. Like, you always going to have, I don't want to do that moments. You always going to have, I don't like that moments. But what I challenge you to do is not stop right there. You should instantly follow that up with I would rather, and just give yourself permission to dream. Thank you, self-love queen. I would rather, dot, 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 dot. Like, the whole while I'm live, if things not quite going the way I want them to go, it's a part of me. And it's the dope thing about it. It's a success mechanism running inside of you that you ain't got to activate. It's just there from birth. It's a part of you right now controlling every cell in your body. It's a part of you making your lungs lung, making your heart, making your kidney. It's a part of you that's on it. So, let me slow down so I can say this as clear and concise as possible. Think about it. You don't have to try to get hungry. It's a part of you that when it needs more nutrients, it's going to be like, hey, make your stomach growl. We need more substance. You don't got to try to get thirsty. It's a part of you like, I need more water. But when you set this success mechanism, when you aim it at success, it's a part of you like, hey, we need to read more. You ain't got to try to want to read more. You develop an appetite for what you set your goals toward. But you got to do this concentration piece, because this is how you align the subconscious mind to know what the end goal is. So this is why the first C is clarity, figuring out what you want. The second C is concentration, because as you concentrate on it, it's going to change your appetite. As you consume it, let's think about what happens when you consume alcohol. It changed the way you walk. It changed the way you talk. It changed the way you think. What do they call alcohol in stores? We sell spirits. They call it a spirit because it changed the way you walk, it changed the way you talk, it changed the way you act, it changed the way you think. It's when you consume this spirit, it alters your consciousness. So what I want you to do is I want you to figure out what you want. I want you to concentrate on it. I want you to consume it. And as you consume it, as you get full of it, it's going to change the way you walk. It's going to change the way you talk. It's going to change the way you think. It's going to change the way you act. Because at one point in your life, you wanted to fit in. You wanted to be in the in group. You wanted to be in the in crowd. You wanted to be popular. You wanted to do what they was doing. But as you lived some more life, you realize they weren't really doing shit. You realize that wasn't what you really wanted. What you want is a better future for your kids. What you want is a safer neighborhood. What you want is work-life balance. So you got different desires now than you had back then. But what you got to do is you got to consume these desires. Because, like, one shot, unless you're a real lightweight, one shot is going to alter how you think, but not to that degree. But when you 6 or 7 shots in, now we really didn't alter the way you think. We really didn't alter the way you talk. We really didn't alter the way you move. That's where this concentration piece comes. Every time you concentrate on it, it's like taking a shot of this new thing that you desire. And the more shots of it you take, the more it's going to change you. And you ain't going to have to want to go to networking events. It's going to be this need, this burning desire. I got to go network. You ain't going to have to want to read. It's going to be like you're going to develop this hunger for reading. You're going to develop this thirst for knowledge. So, clarity, concentration. What's the third C, y'all? And in the 5C program, we spent a month on every C. Every C. We spent a month on clarity. We spent a month on... I almost gave y'all the third ounce. So we spent a month on clarity. We spent a month on concentration. What's our third C? Come on, y'all got this. What's the third C? Confidence. Confidence. It's my opinion that confidence is the sexiest outfit you could put on. It's the sexiest outfit you could put on. Y'all ever seen somebody that got on designer clothes from head to toe and they still corny? Designer hat, a neck full of jewelry, designer shirt, designer pants, nice watch, earrings, everything. Got on $8,000 worth of clothes and still a cornball. They ain't bring the confidence with it. They might have bought a sense of false confidence with it. They thought these labels was gonna make them something that they weren't. But have y'all seen that before? Like, bro, how you got on $20,000 worth of clothes and still corny? He ain't bring no confidence with it. But we've also seen the opposite. We done seen somebody in a white t-shirt, some Rue 21 jeans, some Forever 21 jeans, some cheap $19, $20 jeans, some white forces, but they got this aura around them. They just, it just radiate. It just feel good to be around them. That's the power of confidence. And it's three types of confidence. Oh man, we going deep tonight. So it's three types of confidence, right? You got the confidence in things. I can have confidence in my money. I can have confidence in my clothes, confidence in my car, confidence in my house. But those things can get taken away. So that's the first type of confidence, confidence in things. My second type of confidence can be confidence in my skills. I can be confident in the letters behind my name. I'm this celebrated hypnotist. Hypnotists from all over the world come learn from me and pick my brain. That can be taken away too. That can be stripped from me. But the third type of confidence, confidence in who I am as a man, confidence in who I am as a father, confidence in who I am as a son, and who I am as a grandson, is who I am as a brother. The confidence that my little sister called me when she needs something, she know her brother. Nobody can script that away from me. My confidence in my concept of self. That's the confidence I'm talking about. I'm not talking about no confidence in material things. I'm not talking about a confidence in your skill set. I'm talking about confidence in who you are as a person, who you are as a woman, who you are as a mother, who you are as a friend, who you are as a sister, who you are as a daughter. I'm talking about that type of confidence. That's the only one that really matters at the end of the day, because the other two could be shaken. But I could lock you in a jail cell in the middle of nowhere. And that third type of confidence coming right in that cage with you. So that's the type of confidence I'm talking about. But after you get the clarity and you concentrate on this thing, what we have to do is we have to build the confidence that somebody like you can have this thing that you desire. Somebody that grew up like you grew up. Somebody that been through what you've been through. Somebody that didn't have the financial troubles you didn't have. Somebody that didn't have the horrible relationships that you didn't have. Somebody that got the trust issues that you got. Can have this thing that you desire. Somebody like you can become that thing. You can become, what's this? Oh man, this is delicious. What's this, y'all? I'm downloading this live. We're gonna upload this to YouTube. This whole live is transformation. This is an oak tree. Yeah, this is an oak tree. Okay, let me ask you something else. What's this? Still an oak tree. Still an oak tree. Still, it's clicking. I love it. The idea is the business. The desire for more money is the more money. The desire for a better body is the better body. The desire for a loving relationship is the loving relationship. The desire for confidence is the confidence. What you got to do is sit with the desire. So we give birth to this desire. Let's get back into our creation process, because creators create. So we give birth to this desire. Step one is get clarity. Okay, I know I want to be confident, but what does that look like for me? For me, confidence looks like remembering who I am as I walk through life. Remembering that I'm made in the image of Alpha and Omega. I'm made in the image of all things and I'm limitless. Confidence for me is being able to put my shoulders back, my chest out, and my head up, and walk into any room. Stand beside any man as if God himself ordained me to stand there, because he did, or else I wouldn't be standing there. That's what confidence is to me. But I got that level of clarity through sitting with it, through thinking about it. What do I want? Not what I don't want. What do I want? Well, I remember times where I'll be standing beside certain people and I'll be questioning my skills and abilities just because they great. Two things could be true. He could be great and I could be great too. I don't gotta downplay me to congratulate him. But that took me sitting with it and spending time with it. It took me concentrating on what does confidence mean to me. And after I got clear on what I wanted, and after I concentrated on it and saw it happening, I started to build the confidence that somebody like me could have that. Somebody that grew up in the projects. Somebody that might not pronounce every word correctly. A country boy from Louisiana who talk like a country boy from Louisiana can get on those stages, give those speeches, and everybody in the room hang on to the words. I had to build the confidence that could happen. Now, once I got the clarity, I know exactly what I want, and I didn't concentrated on it. So it's literally built into my neurology. And I got the confidence I can do it. At this point, we got enough momentum that nothing can't stop us. And this is the point where I want you to start working on the fourth C. What's our fourth C, y'all? Oh, this is delicious. This is scrumptious. Man. Competence. Because I don't ever want you walking around confident without competence. You're gonna screw something up. I don't want you thinking you're the best hypnotist in the world, but you're not reading the books, you're not going to the workshops, you're not hypnotizing people, you're not developing your craft. And even if you was the best yesterday, if you ain't did no more learning and no more growing today, it's somebody right on your head. You ain't finna be number one for long. And I feel like when you're number one, when you at the top of the game, that's when you gotta work the hardest because everybody wants your spot. So please don't become number one. Please don't get this sense of confidence and stop learning and stop growing and stop stretching. Because when you at the top, that's when you really better get moved. Is this making sense? Is this resonating? Is this clicking and clacking? Is it locking in? And then Noel hit us with our fifth C, consistency. It's no such thing as standing still in life. I can remember about 5 years ago, there was a lot of hypnotists that I looked up to and that I admired. And I still admire these guys. They dope hypnotists. I study and learn from everybody. But there was a lot of people that I used to feel was light years ahead of me who show up to my workshops now. Who hit me up going, hey, can I pick your brain about this? And I'm not better than them. I just, through working these 5 C's and constantly getting more clarity on what do I want. Okay, oh, I ain't like that. What would I rather have? I'd rather have like this. Like I'll meet somebody, go, I ain't like the way I felt next. I felt inferior standing next to him. Okay, how would I rather feel? I'd rather feel like his equal. In fact, I'd rather feel like somebody he could look up to in a certain area. I like to be in a position where I can teach him some things. And as I'm getting clarity on this, and what that's going to do is give birth to a new desire. Then I'm going to sit with that desire, and I'm going to get clarity on what that looks like. And notice I'm not making myself do anything. I'm figuring out what I want. I'm focusing on what I want. I'm building the confidence that I can have it. And once I know it's something out there that I want, and I'm confident that somebody like me can have it, I start to move towards it. The example I like to use is if I told you I was going to give you $1 million, and the only thing you had to do was get to my office in Dallas, Texas by 5 p.m. tomorrow. Now, if you get here at 5:01, I'm not giving you the money. But if you can get here by 5 p.m. tomorrow, I'm giving you $1 million. If you believe it's $1 million in Dallas, Texas with your name on it, and the only thing that you got to do is get here by 5 p.m., do you think you're going to need a pep talk to come get that money? Do you think you're going to be like, well, let me book a session with Jay so I can get motivated. I got to go get my money. Do you think you're like, I got a headache. I ain't going to worry about it. I got a headache. Do you think you're like, I can't find nobody to watch my baby. I ain't going to worry. Bro, you going to throw that baby in the suitcase. You think if your bank account -$40, you think you're going to find the money? Next flight. Exactly. So same thing. If you really thought this book that you got in your head was going to put you on the New York Times bestseller list and not only change your life, but change your kid's life, you think you would be procrastinating? She said she'll be there at 4 a.m. You think you would be procrastinating? You think you will, I don't really feel like writing it down. I'm going to just watch Netflix. I'll do it tomorrow. Procrastination ain't the problem. Procrastination is a symptom of the problem. The problem is you don't think you could do it. The problem is you don't believe that somebody that grew up like you grew up and got the resources that you got could pull it off. But if you really believe that you was capable of writing that book, if you really believe that book was going to change your life and everybody's life who read it, you would write that book. And getting you to start it wouldn't be the problem. Getting you to stop would be the problem. But hey, you got to feed your kids. Hey, you got to shower. You ain't showered in 3 days, bro. You've been working on this book. The problem ain't the procrastination. The problem ain't what you think it is. The problem is that you don't believe you could do it. The problem is you haven't got enough clarity. You haven't concentrated it on. You haven't concentrated on it enough. You haven't built the confidence that somebody like you can have that thing. But I'm here to tell you, you can have that business. You could drive that car. You could live in that house. You can have that relationship. You can have that body. You can become a non-smoker. You can walk into any room with your shoulders back, your chest down, and your head up. You can forgive. You can let go. You can heal. You can learn how to trust people again. You can get over that hurt. But it's going to take you working them 5 C's. Clarity, concentration, confidence, competence, consistency. And realize you can't screw it up because it ain't never over. And that's good news. Slow down, take your time, because after you get that desire, you're just going to give birth to another one. I remember the house I lived in Washington State. Beautiful house, 4,000 square feet house. Any direction you look in, it's trees, mountains. Oh, man, it was a beautiful house. And I remember telling myself, man, if I could just get that house, I'll spend the rest of my life in that house. I had been living in that house for about 6 months, and I was sitting on my balcony smoking a blunt. And I looked and saw the top of this hill. And at the top of the hill was I thought I had a house, boy. It's a house at the top of that hill. I said, I'm finna get in my car. I just want to drive up there and see it. So I got up to the top of the hill, found the house. I just had to have that house. Like, you always gonna give birth to another desire. You don't let nobody convince you that you're doing something wrong by giving birth to new desires. You came here to create. We all about expansion. Like, you gon' want something else after you get that thing. Slow down, enjoy the journey, and realize what you want is the feeling. You don't want the thing. You want the feeling that having the thing would give you. And that's the magic behind that concentration piece. Whatever you concentrate on is going to activate a feeling in you. What happens when you concentrate on a sad movie? All right, let me give you the 5 C's. You ready? Clarity. You cry. You don't even got to try to cry. All you got to do is give your attention to the sad movie. What happens when you watch a funny movie? Or you give your attention to a funny person? What happens? So first C is clarity. Second C is concentration. You laugh. What happens when you give your attention to a sexy person? Think about that one person who you just think, I risk it all. What happens when you give your attention to that sexy person? Your body started to respond on it. Things start happening. Right? And you're not trying to make it happen. All you got to do is give your attention to the thing that causes that to stir up in you. Same thing happened with your goals. The reason you're not motivated by your goals is because you're focusing on what you don't want way more than you're focusing on what you do want. Ooh, child, yes, sir. Who is it, Terry? Yeah. Let me hear y'all celebrity crushes. Give me y'all celebrity crushes. Put them in the comments. Let me see what y'all interested in. Let me see what y'all be creating in these imaginations of y'all's. Cause the woo child, yes sir, did it. What's up, Eric? I'm gonna see which one of y'all say the same name, so y'all can go fight it out for y'all, man. All right, so the first C, what's up, Eric? First C is clarity. Second C is concentration. Third C, I done got mixed up. Clarity, concentration, confidence. Keke Palmer, I ain't never heard that one before. Alan Payne, Kofi Scruggs. So I don't watch a lot of TV, so I don't know a lot of these people. I'm gonna have to look them up. I know Keke Palmer. So clarity, concentration, confidence, competence. Confidence, competence, consistency. Those are the 5 C's. Those are the 5 C's. We got them. Do we got them? Clarity, clarity, concentration, confidence, competence, consistency. The thought sense it sent something through your body, didn't it? But that's what happens. You don't make your you don't. So this is one of the things that I always drive into hypnotists when I'm mentoring hypnotists. You don't make people do things. You make people feel like doing the thing you want them to do. It's very easy to get somebody to do something they already feel like doing. Like if I go to the club and I'm looking for a one night stand, if I find somebody else who's looking for a one night stand, it's not gonna take a world renowned hypnotist to get that person to do something that they left home ready to do. Like let's say you sitting in my office and for whatever reason I hate your jacket. I want you to take it off. Now I can tell you to take it off and you could just as easily say, no, I'm not taking it off. Or I could walk over through to the thermostat, put it on 90 and go sit down. Now all I gotta do is wait a little while and in a short period of time, guess what's gonna happen? You gonna feel like taking your jacket off. And when you feel like taking your jacket off, what you gonna do? You gonna take your jacket off. I'm very dangerous, but I'm selectively dangerous. So we all dangerous. But I choose when I want to be dangerous. Clarity, concentration, confidence, competency, consistency. You got it. That's it. You master those 5 things, you can have anything you desire. You master those 5 things, you can have anything you want. But you don't make yourself do things. You think about the stuff that'll make you want to do the things that you need to do. And in a bad way, I am. We all things. We humans. We got a full range of emotions. And we like to play in all of them. But keep that in mind. You don't make yourself get motivated. You think about things that motivate you. You think about things that inspire you. You give your attention to things that inspire you. And when you give your attention to things that inspire you, you feel inspired. Now, if you turn on the news and you give your attention to the fact that the economy is shit and the pandemic might be coming back and the market is horrible and the cost of gas is going up, of course you don't feel like doing it because you're giving your attention. You're concentrating on things that suck the life out of you. If you got a negative partner and you telling them about all your ideas, some people you just can't talk to them about your ideas. They can't even see their own dreams, so you can't be surprised when they can't see yours. Some people in your family, they love you. They not bad people, but they not dreamers. You can't talk about your dreams with a person who not a dreamer. Because it's just like if you get in a sick person's face, do you think you're more likely to get them healthy or they more likely to get you sick? So some people you just can't talk about your dreams with them. When I was first coming up with this Creators Create concept, I would only mention it when it was a very small group of us in the room. The people I was seeing regularly. It'd be me, Tyranny, Kim, Locked In, Self-Love Queen. It wouldn't be I wouldn't dare talk about something new with 20. I don't know all 24 of these people. I don't know who in here can dream and who can see it. And stop telling your bit. Stop sharing your acorns. This becoming an oak tree with it. Stop sharing your oak trees with everybody. Had to catch myself. I called it an acorn. Stop sharing your oak tree with everybody. Because if you just keep treating this like an oak tree, it's gonna give it a second. It's gonna be something they couldn't deny if they wanted to. Imagine them standing under the shade of your oak tree talking about it ain't real. Like, bro, you in the shade. What you like, bro? You got a problem. Master the art of creation, the art of purposeful creation. You've been creating your whole life, but now it's time to start creating on purpose. It's time to start creating on purpose. Yeah, I know their relationship and what you want, but that's why you created on accident. I know your body don't look exactly like you wanted to, but you created that body on accident. I know your business ain't running the way you wanted to, but you created that one on accident. We finna start creating on purpose. We finna start creating with intention. And the first question we gonna start asking ourselves is, what do I want? I know what I don't want, but what do I want? I know what they said I should want. And I know they say, well, at 30, you should have this, this, and that. I don't, what do I want? Do I want to be married or not? I know they saying I should be, but do I want to be married? Do I want a job or not? I know they saying in this economy you can never be too sure, but what do I want? Get clear on what you want. Because you're not going to be motivated. You're not going to be inspired. You're not going to have the energy to go out there for what they want you to have. But the stuff that you want, like when you procrastinate, it's only one or two things going on. Either you don't really want it. Somebody told you you wanted it and you believed them because you trusted them. But either you don't really want it or you don't believe you can have it. Them the only two reasons people procrastinate. Now we could talk about imposter syndrome and all this other stuff. We could put it through a lot of the filters, but it boils down to two things. Either you don't really want it. Your daddy wants you to have it. Your mama wants you to have it. Your grandma been telling you was going to be that since you were little. So you believed them. They hypnotized you. But it's either you don't really want it, or two, you want it real, 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 real bad, but you don't believe you're capable of doing it. Ask yourself which one it is. That thing that you think you want. Do you want it? It's the latter for you. You don't think you can have it. So our work, yeah, it is 111. So our work is convincing you that somebody like you can have it. Somebody that grew up like you grew up. Somebody that been through what you've been through. Somebody that feel how you feel. Somebody that think like you think can have that thing. And as we shift that belief that I can have, not only I can have that, I deserve it. It's mine. You ever let somebody borrow your charger, then you say, let me get my charger back. And they go, what percent you want? It don't matter what percent I'm on. Give me my charger. It's mine. We got to convince you that it's yours. Once you convinced that it's yours, you wish somebody would ask you what percent is on. Bruh, I don't care if it's on 120%. Give me my damn charger. But that's how I want you walking through life. I don't care what percent it's on. Give me my damn oak tree. This is my oak tree. And I want you to start trusting your imagination the same way you trust these. When I first started calling myself Big Abundant, well, I was Young Abundant before I was Big Abundant. I started doing Young Abundant. Then when I turned 30, I changed to Big Abundant. But when I first started calling myself Young Abundant, my bank account did not reflect it. I remember the lady laughing a little bit when I was setting up my business banking and everything. And I told her, it was the Young Abundant Company. Oh, man, they was treating me wild at the bank. But a short 6 months later, the energy changed. Hey, Abundant. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, it's different now. The bank account caught up to my concept of self. The bank account caught up to my conception of me. I could have let my conception of me catch up to my bank account, but I went ahead and sent my imagination. I sent my mind. So write this down. Where the mind goes, the body follows. When I used to train boxers, that's what I would tell them. If you're going to punch him in the stomach, just punch him in the stomach. Don't look down and then punch because he know to close his guard up. If you're going to punch him in the stomach, keep looking up here and just punch him in the stomach because his body got to be under his head. If his head here, his stomach can't be over there. So you can keep looking right here and punch him right here. Where the mind goes, the body follows. So if you want to be wealthy, send your mind to wealthy. And if you send your mind to wealthy, guess what has to catch up to wealthy? The body. Where the mind goes, the body follows. All right, I'm done. I think I done threw a whole lot at y'all. I done gave y'all a whole lot to digest. How y'all feeling about what we talked about tonight? We ain't even opened the book tonight. Hey, for sure, for sure. I appreciate you for coming through, Willie P. I love this. I'm glad you love this. What's up, Crystal?